is up? I am back in my Lorraine. I'm trying to grind up to the Bat Chat tier 10 tier 10 artillery, so I've got to go through this tank first. I've been playing a lot of artillery recently, specifically the M53 55 tier 9. That's kind of OP artillery for tier 9, and it's kind of annoying. Well, if you can't beat them, this is what you do, you join them. And I'm in the Lorraine tier 8, and this thing we are in Tundra right now. I think this is called Tundra, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not, if I got it wrong, I'm sorry. But here we are, set up in this corner. Now, this is not a popular corner for artillery, but it is very popular for the tank destroyers that camp at the back. But right now I am focusing my attention on what the light tank is spotting, and looks like he's doing a really bad job at spotting. In fact, he's just gonna go YOLO and suicidal, really poor artillery play. And I even said that in the chat. He's killed himself, rammed himself into an LTTB. Is that an LTTB? Whatever it is. Anyway, he's got him tracked, so I've decided to take a shot at him. And my attention is actually focused on the 9-0 line. Now, in this artillery position / TD position, it's really good for defending the 9-0 line. If you have a bunch of heavies, like this is perfect scenario for them pushing into us. And I'm in here, and they literally can't do anything about it, because they can't see me in here. So I'm just farming them and doing as much damage as I can to them. This thing supposedly does 750 damage, but obviously it does not do 750 damage because it's on HE. It has 24 seconds reload time, and aim time is about like 5 seconds, 4.5 seconds to be honest, and dispersion 0.61. So this thing, I wouldn't say it's the best tier 8 artillery, not that I know a lot about artillery anyway, but it isn't too bad. For clan wars, I'm not sure, but for random plays, you can have a decent amount of fun in this. But don't expect to be doing a lot of carrying. Don't expect to be doing a lot of game-changing plays and stuff like that, because artillery is, you are at the mercy of RNG, you are at the mercy of the rest of your teammates. Now this 257 has gone into a great position, and I'm going to try and help him out. It looks like that 705A is side scraped and the other guy can't do anything about him, so I decided to help out this guy. I think I can land one on the top of his deck, maybe, I'm not sure. Now I'm watching this left and right, and it looks like the 705A has the least amount of HP, so I want to try and help him out if I can. Try and stop that guy from pushing him and killing him off. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, keep him tracked there or something. And looks like this 257 isn't going to have any problem dealing with that 53 TP. He's got the armor, he's got the gun. That guy just doesn't stand a chance. It looks like the enemy team has overextended themselves there on the 9-0 line. So I know they've won that side, so what I'm going to do is try to support the middle part of the map and see if I can take out their light tank, because their light tank is the most important thing to me anyway, because they are the one providing the eyes for the rest of their team. So I need to, if I get an opportunity to shoot a light tank, and if they're not running around too quickly, I need to try and help out my team by damaging them, stunning them, keeping them tracked or something. Try to do something to their light tank. I'm just trying to anticipate this shot and see if I can get anything out there. Just a little bit of damage and a little bit of stun, not too big of a deal. Obviously, when you are in an artillery, you cannot expect your shots to hit your target spot on, because it just doesn't work that way. Artillery is just terrible at aiming, at hitting direct shots. And there is the light tank. Now I'm going to try and hit him because if you know anything about light tanks, any competent light tank driver can really, oh man, I really missed. really bad anticipation there. He duped me. But if you know anything about light tanks, any competent light tank player can really turn any kind of game around. So it's important that if you have a chance to shoot them, you shoot them. I'm also looking at this SU-13 OPM. Now, if you're an artillery player, you know that this 13 OPM, you can do a lot of damage on Scorpions and 13 OPMs simply because they have no roofs over their head. You can land one right on their deck and do a lot of damage. Sometimes you can even one-shot them. I just took a blind shot there just to see if I can catch that light tank out in the same position again and see if it's possible. Now, right now we are down. We have been down right from the start because the enemy team has got the upper hand from the middle of the map. And as you can see, we only have about like quarter of the map control. However, we do have some competent players in the right positions, and they're doing their job. And I'm in a protected position because I'm actually in a great position. I didn't have to fall back. I didn't have to spend any time running away. I can just focus on shooting because I'm already in the fallback position. As you can see, the Sturf 705 and the E1 is protecting the west side. They are in the bushes and they're going to be holding on to the left side. Something is spotted and immediately gets deleted. I have a look over there to see what's going on. Looks like the situation is under control. This mod 1 is going to go down as well, and these guys know what they're doing. From down 4 tanks, we pulled it back to 2 tanks. Now the onus is on the enemy team to push into us because they look like they're winning, so they should be trying to do something to win the game. Besides, they do have the light tank, and that light tank needs to be doing some kind of spotting. Now I'm anticipating that the 130 gets spotted, and I try a blind shot there, but unfortunately doesn't hit anything, and we've lost one of our tanks. And it looks like that's that 705 that's gone down, the tier 9 heavy tank, which is kind of shitty, to be honest with you. I don't really like that tank very much. There's the LTTB. I need to try and do something. I'm going to take a blind shot here anyway, just in case he peeks or something. I don't know if I did anything, but now we are in a situation where I am not loaded and I cannot help this guy. I could have one-shotted this SU-13 OPM, but I had to take that chance there to try and shoot that LTTB because he's a light tank and vision is the most important thing in this game. And if you deny them that vision, there is a chance. And that was a direct hit because there was no splash there. And 8 to 11, we are down 3 tanks, but there is still a possibility. Hope is not lost. Always keep fighting. Now it looks like they're coordinating some kind of push here because you can see these guys are pushing on the 9-0 line. So you can expect something to push down from the west side or from the middle of the map, but I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just going to keep my aim here in case that SU-13 OPM decides to show his face again. I could finish him off and turn the tide on this game. Right now we are still down by 3, and it's getting pretty tense here. They have 3 artillery and 2 SU-13 OPMs, and all that SU-13 OPMs really need to do is do some kind of spotting for their team, and the artillery could just finish off those tanks. But it's not easy for those SU-13 OPMs to approach the K line without being spotted. That's the real problem for them right now. I'm keeping an eye on this SU-13 OPM. I don't know where the other one is. There is also a Mausen and the LTTB still alive. I forgot to mention that. And they are making that push down the middle. I'm going to try and shoot this LTTB if I can, but someone's finished him off. So I'm going to shoot this E75 instead. And that's going to keep him stunned. And hopefully someone's landed a shot on him. And he's down to 1 shot. Hopefully someone can finish him off. If not, I will. And here comes the SU 13 OPM coming to proxy spot that Mausen, and I don't know if that artillery is going to shoot at him, but better they shoot at that Mausen than shoot at me. I can finish him off here easily because he's giving me his entire side. And now we are 11 all, and all they have is a 130 OPM and 3 artillery. So what are we going to do? As soon as they start pushing out, I can push out too. So it looks like my guys have become a little bit more confident because we have three regular tanks and 1 artillery, while they have 3 artillery and 1 SU 130 OPM. Now I'm pre-aiming at his last known location, and not close to his last known location. I think he's somewhere there. I'm just making some kind of prediction, and he is. So let's see if I can shoot him. It doesn't look like I've done anything except stun him. Maybe that's enough for my teammates to kill him, because that'll slow down his reload. And that's it. That's only 3 artilleries left. Now we can push forward. And if anything, I could just go and I could be the spotter for my team, and my team could finish them off. I don't have a problem doing this. So that's exactly what I've said to my team. I type into the chat that I will go spot them while you guys finish them off. So the intention is me driving straight into them and spotting them, but let's see what happens, okay? I'm pushing up in front and taking the shortest route as possible. And what I was hoping that they would do was take the elevated position, like crest the ridge or something, and wait for me to spot them, and then they would just finish them off, and it would be GG. I might lose all my HP and die, but we would be certain of a win. But what's going on here instead is they've got spotted and no one's shooting at this GW. I'll try to fire at him, but instead they finished off they're gonna finish off one of our tanks pretty soon. In fact, my shot completely missed him. That GW Tiger managed to shotgun him. I don't know how, but that wasn't exactly how I planned it, and it looks like I don't even have an angle to shoot this guy because of the undulation on the terrain. So instead, what I decided to do is go straight to the cap and use that house to protect me from the artillery that is probably on the A line somewhere in those bushes there. So I'm just going to use these houses here. I didn't notice there was a hole here. This must be new, which means they can actually reset you through that hole. So I'm gonna be here and just gonna cap it out and wait for them to show themselves, and they've shown themselves, and I'm hoping that Mausin can shoot him, and that Mausin couldn't. Then Mausin actually missed his shot. I don't understand why, and looks like he's got stunned, and they're both of my teammates are on very low HP. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to stay here. I was contemplating on bomb rushing them and shotgunning them, but I was more concerned about trying to secure the win and make sure we win this game. Looks like that Martian was dead. It's only that E1 and me. That E1 might be cleaning up. I'm not too sure. He might get shotgunned and die here. I'm not too sure about it. But in case he doesn't, I'm just gonna cap out, and if that guy tries to reset, I'll be ready to shotgun him. That's the plan. So let's see if he does finish him off. I'll try to shoot him if I can. It looks like I have a shot on him. Boom. I do a little bit of damage and stun him, and it's up to that. I don't understand why he's not chasing him and finishing him off while reloading. He could have just, chased him or rammed him or do something. But anyway, I'm not going to take a chance on this being a draw, so I'm just going to cap it out and take the W. And that's it. That's the Lorraine 15555. One annoying artillery piece. I got the Confederates there, and second class for having a sandwich and shooting. from the base. Anyway, thanks for watching this game, and hope you enjoyed the video. See you again soon. Bye.